Notice how it's been at least 2 weeks since Angie Stone passed away, and we have yet to hear from anybody that was in the accident. We have yet to hear from the driver of the truck that hit the Sprinter van. We have yet to hear from the driver that was driving the Sprinter van. It's like everyone has just went straight cold, and ain't nobody saying nothing. See, I'm starting to wonder if the passengers, did they sign an NDA? Is that why nobody is speaking out? When the story first came out, they said it happened at 7 a.m. And then they turned around and said that it happened at 4 a.m. Now, we still don't even have the truth as to what time the accident really happened. At first, they came out saying that the Sprinter van was hit. They said that it flipped 3 times. And then after that, they said that the 18-wheeler, the Sprinter van, and that's when Angie Stone was unalived. This lady is coming out saying that she actually drove by the accident right after it happened. She's saying that her and her daughter drove by the accident and she stopped. And she's saying that she got out and she helped Angie Stone get out of the van. She helped her across the street. Angie was hit by the 18-wheeler. Hard time believing it. I'm having a hard time believing anything. But I want y'all to listen to her story.
On the side of the interstate. I have pieces of the fender in my hair. I have it's oil all over my body. I'm gonna clean this up and I'm gonna get back to telling the story and I'll show you the footage. After driving the 6 hours home, showering, and processing it all, here's the story. About 4 a.m. on Saturday morning, me and my daughter were driving to Charleston, South Carolina for her Sweet 16 birthday getaway. We came up to a truck with a trailer and its flashers were on, so we slowed down some, and that's when I noticed there was an overturned vehicle in the fast lane. And it looked like it just happened. I pulled over, I put my flashers on, and I told my daughter to stay in the car, and I ran over. It was a van, and I ran over, and there were so many people in this van, and they were just trying to get out, and I asked if they'd called the cops, and they said, we're just trying to get out. And they were helping this woman out off the side of the van, and I grabbed her hand and I helped her get down, and she seemed out of it, and I was holding her hand and she was wobbling around, and I said, baby, you got to sit down. And then the next thing I know, I flew and I fell down to the ground, and it felt like something not ran over me but brushed over me. Like something just swiped over my body, and I got up and I could hear screaming, and I just focused in on one screaming, and it was my daughter, and all I could do was run across the highway and tell her to get back in the car. She had to move the car because if somebody else hit us, it could hit her. So she moved the car farther up the interstate, and I called 911, and they said they were on their way. And then all I could think to do was get to my daughter. And that's all I could do in that time. And when I was walking to my daughter, we're really running. The best that I can do, I was in so much pain. My chest felt like an elephant was sitting on it. My legs were so hurt and sore. And I looked up, and there was an 18-wheeler that had crossed the median into oncoming traffic, and I knew that's what hit me and ran over and brushed over me was the 18-wheeler. And my daughter's freaking out. She'd already called my husband by then and my father-in-law, and I just told her, we've got to get to the hospital. I can't breathe. It was so hard to breathe. I'm gonna post a video of the 18-wheeler after I left the hospital, driving back through to get to my husband and my son. I will not be posting the vehicle in the video because somebody did pass away. They did. And I won't be posting that for respect for their family. I'm sore, I'm bruised all on the right side of my body. I'm very stiff everywhere. But I will keep you guys updated, and the video is going to come at the end, okay? Hug your family tight. Hug your family tight. Bye.
See, I don't know what to believe at this point. I mean, I feel like this lady's telling the truth. She was about to cry. But here's the thing. She said the part about how when she got her out of the van and how she was just wobbly all over the place. It sounded kind of like Angie might have been, right? I wonder. So did they trick her before they put her in the van? Why is there no footage? Do y'all realize that the truck that hit Angie Stone allegedly, the CRST truck, those trucks have front-facing cameras. They don't have the cameras that face you inside the truck, but they do have the ones that face outside the truck. So I used to drive trucks, and I can tell you that with those cameras, if you hit the slightest bump, them cameras go off. If you jerk that truck the wrong way, them cameras gonna go off. Them cameras would have went off, and so there should be footage. Why is there no footage? Why are we seeing no footage? Why hasn't anyone that was in the accident came out and spoke out? Those are the questions that I have. Y'all let me know down below. Do you believe this lady or not? I mean, who is this woman? Is she telling the truth? Was she really there? I mean, I don't know. And what do y'all believe happened? Do y'all believe that maybe Angie was drugged before she got put into the van? Or, let me know down in the comments, because I don't know anymore. I don't know what to believe anymore.